If we can't criticize faults of a highly hyped product, then what good is this? This is Steve Huff from SteveHuffPhoto.com. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for checking out this video. As you saw in the thumbnail, this video is called The Honest Truth, and I want to talk a little bit about something before I show you this video I'm going to show you. Now, I posted a video, a follow-up to my DJI Osmo Pocket versus GoPro. I posted it on Christmas Day. The family was here, we were having a good time. I was using both. I let my son try the Osmo and the GoPro. He gave his thoughts, and I'm like, I'm gonna post this just as kind of a follow-up. And within minutes of posting, you're a shill for GoPro. They didn't even watch the video, but I'm a shill for GoPro. This is me 3 hours into the future from what you just saw. I just wanted to add in that when I do these reviews, it seems almost strange that if you criticize something, that people get bent out of shape. I'm here to say, take a chill pill, grab a beer, grab a coffee, grab a tea, grab a warm milk, whatever relaxes you, my friends. And know that whatever I'm going to say in this video about the Pocket, about the GoPro, is my honest opinion after using them and reviewing cameras for 11 years. So I just wanted to throw that in there. If we can't criticize faults of a highly hyped product, then what good is this, right? And I paid full price for my GoPro 7, as you can see here on the screen. Bought it from Amazon. Paid full price for my Osmo Pocket, which I have since sold because I didn't care for it when I compared it to my GoPro 7. So this video is the absolute honest truth from me, who used the Osmo Pocket and the GoPro 7, as well as other cameras like the K1 gimbal. I've used a ton of gimbals and products like this. First of all, the GoPro 7 and the Osmo Pocket are competitors, no matter how you look at it, except the Osmo Pocket doesn't have the action camera credibility. It's not weatherproof, drop-proof, shock-proof, but the GoPro 7 can do everything the Osmo Pocket can do, and the Osmo Pocket beats the GoPro 7 in one area and one area only, and that is shooting in very dark, well, not very dark, in low light, in lower light conditions. The image stabilization of the GoPro 7 has some wonky things that it does, just like the Insta360 One X I just reviewed does it in low light, and the Osmo Pocket doesn't because it's not electronic based, it's gimbal based. But the Osmo Pocket, even though it's gimbal based, has shakes and shimmers, and it's not perfect. In the grand scheme of things, the big picture, the GoPro 7 with its advanced electronic image stabilization, which is superb, is better, smoother footage than what you get out of the Osmo. And the video I'm going to show you shows you this once again. In my opinion, the color from the GoPro 7 is more cinematic and just a better dynamic range. The Osmo Pocket's a little more washed out. I'm just here to give you my honest opinion. I don't want people to get caught up in hype. You know, if a product is overly hyped, you have to really look at it critically and say, well, is it deserving of this hype? The Osmo Pocket's a great little thing, as I said before. It's small, it's cool, the size is amazing, but the GoPro 7 already does this, and the GoPro 7 does almost everything better. So that's what I'm telling you. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to help you guys if you want to know information about a camera. And I paid with my own money for both, full price. So this is my honest opinion and truth. Now, you may not agree with it. That's okay. If you love the Osmo Pocket, that's all that matters. If you're using it and you're getting what you want out of it, that's all that matters at the end of the day. We can use many cameras to get the desired result that we want. Here's the video I posted on Christmas Day. It shows you the difference in real time of the Osmo Pocket to the GoPro 7. Look at the color, look at the dynamic range, look at the smoothness of each video. I asked my son at the end what he thought of each, and he gave me his honest opinion. So you don't have to believe it, but it's true. And if you bought an Osmo Pocket, that's okay. If you're getting what you like out of it, that's all that matters. If you have a GoPro 7 and you hate it, that's okay. Maybe it doesn't do what you want or do for you what it does for me. but I tested both side by side. Watch the video all the way through. I'm just here to tell you my honest feelings. Thank you very much.
Much true. My name's Jaime. Follow me on Instagram, Jaime_X3. It's just Jaime. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Do you know?
All right, I'm out here, Phoenix, Arizona. It's a beautiful day. It's Christmas Day, so Merry Christmas, everyone. I have the Osmo Pocket right here in my right hand, the GoPro 7 in my left hand. It's Christmas Day. I wanted to bring out both of these cameras once again and use them just again for my own personal satisfaction, to see which camera I like the quality of better. You know, I feel the Osmo is for vlogging. That's what it was designed for. Some people say, well, it makes a great B-roll footage camera. That's true. You can get B-roll footage with it as well. But my argument is you can do that with the GoPro. The Osmo Pocket is $349. The GoPro is a little more expensive, $399. You can get it for a little less on Amazon, usually 10-20 bucks less than that. But you know, if you look at the facts, right, the Osmo Pocket is a very cool design. It's slim, it's kind of skinny, it has a front-facing display. Let me see if I can have a seat on this dirt pile here. Let's go over here. So I'm going up these little hilly areas here. Which camera is smoother in the footage? Woo! We're gonna go right here. Oh. So the sun's facing me, so that way it's giving both of these cameras the same light. But let me recenter this Osmo. It keeps drifting. It just drifted down. So yes, there were some questions on my last video. Yes, the Osmo here has the latest firmware and software. It was updated before I even started using it, because DJI kind of makes you do that. You have to go through a rigmarole when you set up the Osmo Pocket. You just can't pull it out of the box and start using it. You have to hook your phone up to it, register it, do all this stuff with it, and then you can start using it. It's kind of a pain, it really is. But the Osmo Pocket, as cool as it is, and it's a gadget lover's dream, just the design of it, it's surpassed by the GoPro 7. The image stabilization on the GoPro is better. Overall video quality, here's the GoPro, right? Here's the Osmo Pocket. Now they both look good. I'm in the sun, they both should look fantastic. The GoPro's getting a little more of my environment in due to the wider angle lens. They both sound pretty good, but there's times when the Osmo mic sounds weird. It could be that your finger covers it, I'm not really sure, which means you have to make sure to hold it carefully when you use it. The GoPro seems to have decent audio as is. So there's no need to get upset if you don't like that I point out the negatives of the Osmo Pocket. There are negatives. There are negatives with the GoPro 7. It has some weird issues in low light with the image stabilization, where it gives you that double image and shakiness. Now, I have seen some shakiness with the Osmo Pocket. It's not the best gimbal performance because it's so tiny. So overall, in decent light, I think you're getting a more smoother footage with the GoPro 7. So it's all really personal preference, which one that you want to go with. Now, here's the GoPro. I love the GoPro. Let's face these. Oh, see, it's not. See, the Osmo is really weird with the gimbal. I have it set to follow, but it doesn't want to follow. So it keeps going off. I'll have to recenter it. Now with the GoPro, I have this built-in not built-in, but this tripod accessory where I can set it down easily. That opens up to a tripod. The Osmo, On the bottom, you just have the charger. They do sell a base, but the base, there's the gimbal weird again. But the base, you have to buy extra, and it's not anywhere near as versatile as the tripod here. The GoPro, 40 bucks more money, and you're getting a better overall camera for vlogging, for whatever really you want. B-roll, if you want to shoot in underwater, the GoPro can do it. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff the GoPro can do that the Osmo can't. So I'm gonna walk around and just get some walking footage with each. I took some footage in the house this morning, and you can clearly see another flaw of the Osmo. It sometimes doesn't focus right. Like it won't focus on what you're pointing it at, where the GoPro never has an issue with focus. Yeah. All right, so Brandon here has the Osmo. He's only used it like for a brief moment. He used that in the GoPro. Between the GoPro and the Osmo, now just from using it just for 2 minutes, what is your first impressions?
I do not like using the Osmo, to be honest. You know, this gimbal, it sounds like a good idea, but it's actually really awkward. You know, the GoPro, it's just a square that you move around and you can frame any way that you like. But this, the gimbal moves all the time, which is going to make your video smoother, but it's not actually any more smooth than the GoPro. Framing yourself, it's moving around. You got to reset the gimbal all the time. It's pointing down at me right now, and I didn't even touch anything. I feel like the GoPro is a little bit more ergonomic.
Yeah, exactly. Honestly. So you felt the same way, and you only used it for a couple of minutes. And I've been using it for a few days. You can't swap batteries, so you're stuck with whatever. You run out of battery, you have to charge it. The screen is tiny. It's cool that it's there, but it's tiny. The gimbal drifts. The audio is not as good as the GoPro. You have to buy the base separate. And even then, there's no tripod mount or anything, so you can't mount it. You can't use it as an action camera because it's not waterproof. As a B-roll camera, I feel the GoPro gives a better video quality as well. And if you drop this thing with this sensitive gimbal, it's going to break. So now I'm filming Brandon with the Osmo Pocket, and you can see the difference in the color quality. And I've noticed that the Osmo also blows out highlights easier right out of the camera. So Brandon's got the GoPro. So which one do you think feels better holding it?
Definitely the GoPro.
Yeah?
The screen is so much bigger.
Yeah, you tap on it too. Yeah, the screen is a nice size on it.
It looks better. It feels better in the hand. It's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
It feels more like a brick. You don't have to be worried about it.
Exactly.
I like it. It's simple. And so it's about the same price, right?
It's about 40 bucks more than the Osmo. By the time you add the accessories to the Osmo, you're paying more for the Osmo.
If the Osmo was like half price, I would say if you're just starting out, maybe try it.
Yeah.
But the GoPro is where it's at.
And Brandon's in his full Christmas onesies. You saw him in the beginning dancing, so that was his dancing debut. All right, thanks.
Jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
All right, so the GoPro is my choice without question. You know, it just, to me, it sounds better, the audio, the video looks better, a little bit wider angle without the distortion, as long as you choose linear. I can drop it, I can get it wet without fear. I can use it for B-roll, I can use it for vlogging, I can use it for whatever I want. The image stabilization is just as smooth. It's actually smoother than the Osmo. It's a good camera. If you don't have one, if you don't have a gimbal camera, this is sweet, it's cool, it's cute, right? But you're gonna get better quality and durability from the GoPro, and that's the honest truth. I paid full cash for my GoPro, I paid full cash for my Osmo, so I paid my own money for these. I already sold this at $150 loss because I'll never use it, right? So that was my final look at the GoPro versus Osmo. They're both cool. I mean, yeah, you can get some cool footage with the Osmo, but it's gonna take a lot more work. It's gonna be a lot more fragile, and everything I've already spoken of a million times. So there you go. This is Steve Huff, SteveHuffPhoto.com. I wrote a little article about my thoughts with 10 reasons why I prefer the GoPro. And there you go. I'll see you next time. Bye. 1, 2. All right, you're good.
Jolly Christmas. It's the best time of the year.
I don't know. The rest so I'm gonna just stand